I don't know, this just seems way too complex. I don't think I'm smart enough for this. I just don't understand.
I don't think you're smart enough either. That is not what you say to your prospect. What you say is, hey, it's okay. We all have special talents.
But everyone else around here seems to have the same talent.
Yeah.
Welcome to Hustling for Excellence. We're Megan and Steve. Thank you for joining us on day 9 of business and prospect objections. Today, what do you say when your prospect thinks that your program or your course that you're offering to them is too complex and too hard?
I say, look at me. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Well, that's right.
No, it's I don't know. This is one of those confidence things, but the whole idea of not smart enough. Some people, I don't know where that comes from. Maybe they didn't do well in school, they don't have a degree or whatever it is, but it's, we hear it often, and I really think it's just lack of confidence. But what I like to do is just reassure them, right? Like, hey, this program that you're thinking about buying, it's step by step, right? It's short modules. You can ask questions. There's a 24/7 support. So if you have any, you just watch something and you watch it again and you really don't get it, you can reach out to the Facebook group. There's just options. So no matter what you do, you can get the answer.
Absolutely. Really, this is just about addressing their confidence issues, because that's really what this boils down to, this one, and reassuring them that there's going to be help. It's going to be baby steps, and they're not alone out there, that you have the support, as Steve mentioned. You maybe have a Facebook group. You've got maybe an FAQs that they can go through when they get stuck somewhere, or they can just reach out and say, hey, I'm lost. I don't know I've lost my way. So really, this one is just reassuring them. And then, in that sales process, you're not going to take the time to explain everything to them, but give them enough so that they understand that they don't need to be smart to follow your course or your program.
Right. And the other thing too is, this is new. If this is new to them, it's the first time they're going down, bought a course or trying to, start a business, they're not going to be great. Maybe this other field they were in, they've done it for years, and sure, it took time to get good, but this is new, so remind them of that, and really it's about reassuring them, making them comfortable, because they're stepping out into the unknown. So there is that perceived fear.
Absolutely. Again, I think you hit the nail on the head with that one. Is
boom.
It is the unknown, and they have that fear of failure. So you just want to reassure them as best as you can. If you haven't noticed, this may sound similar to a couple of the other objections. What we want to get to here in the end is realize that as long as you're listening to your prospects, they may be saying the same thing in different ways, but they all boil down to just a handful of objections. So just pay attention to what they're saying, really key in and listen, and you really only need to know how to respond to about 4 or 5 different objections, because that's really all there is in the end. They all come down to, and as we've talked about, the biggest ones being time and money, and experience being a third. Those are going to be most of your objections. So if you can speak to those 3 things, once you figure out which one is it that they're really talking about, you're going to be just fine in the sales process.
I agree. I think that's a good spot to wrap it up for tonight.
All right, guys. Well, leave us some comments. Let us know what you think. We will see you on day 10 of business.